Guys, thanks for tuning into my drive-by today, and it's 87 degrees. I'm in Bradenton, Florida. We're going to be going south on the I-75. I just wanted to bring up something. This is not really about guns. It's just a nutritional video. I hear so many people on the radio, on the internet, everywhere talking about vitamins and omega-3, and now this guy's talking omega-7. And then they're saying just about every medication you take can have an effect on the liver and hurt your liver. And then you got other people talking about take this and chelation therapy. And there's so much bullshit and so much crap out there on the market that you don't know what to believe. Now, half of these companies that are selling these medications are not really certified by the FDA or anything like that, or they're not authorized by the FDA, or they're not tested. So you don't really know what you're getting. So you could go out and get a fish capsule. I was just hearing on the internet, the guy says flaxseed oil. It's terrible. Most of it's rancid. Don't get it. But then at the same time, he was promoting his product that he sells that says, oh, it's better, but it wasn't flaxseed, it was something else. And so the other guy is saying you shouldn't get this, and you shouldn't buy this, and you shouldn't buy this, and it's just, man, it's a very slippery slope. And then on top of that, you've got all these medications that the doctors give you. You go in for, I'll just give you an example only because I know about this. You go in for high cholesterol, so they give you cholesterol medicine to reduce your cholesterol, okay? And then, you get diabetes. Now you're taking cholesterol medicine and anti-diabetic medicine, and the friggin' anti-cholesterol medicine caused the diabetes. And then you may get a tumor, you get cancer, and who knows that, you figure if you're diabetic, you're already working with a problem in your pancreas, and so now they get this anti-diabetic medicine you're taking, and what does that do? I mean, what kind of effect does that have on you? And it's a slippery slope. And then if you got a headache, they give you this, they give you this muscle relaxants, they give you this, they give you that. I mean, it's a miracle that we're all not dead, because there's some people that, they might have like arthritis and diabetes. So now they're getting arthritis medicine, they're getting diabetic medicine. They do monitor your liver and stuff, your liver enzymes and stuff like that. But are they giving them anything healthy? Is the doctor prescribing anything, therapeutic vitamins or anything like that? Because they can't make money by, having therapeutic vitamins. They make more money, the pharmaceutical companies, selling drugs. Really, they're massive drug pushers, and a lot of states are terrible for that. They let these people push all these drugs that actually are killing their population, but do they care? Probably not, because they probably get some kickbacks from pharmaceutical companies. I'm sure, they kick back the medical field. I'm sure there's money involved there, big money, or they wouldn't be involved in it, right? You know what I mean? And it's legalized. It's a legalized drug pusher, is what it is, really. It's a legalized drug pusher, selling drugs that's, a lot of times hurting or killing people. So, I see this and I listen constantly on the radio. Like there's one guy talking now. I'll just pop it on real quick and you can hear it.
Just take 5 readings 2 minutes apart.
Listen, that's what he said.
The gizmos for the ambulatory cost around $2,500. They're getting cheaper with iPhones and things like that. But there's evidence that getting your true blood pressure, that is 5 blood pressures 2 minutes apart while you're resting quietly for 5 minutes, or getting a blood pressure routinely in your home will do the trick. Take it in the morning when you're quiet. The real age benefit of controlling your blood pressure, 9 years younger on average. Joe?
And this is You, the Owner's Manual written.
So they got stuff like this. They're talking about, that seemed interesting, but the same station was talking about omega-7 and these vitamins, and you don't take these vitamins, and these vitamins have mercury in them. And, it's a slippery slope. Everybody wants to sell a device, sell a piece of equipment, and who's benefiting? People are not really benefiting from this. So it's really buyer beware. Learn about it. Probably the best thing to do is eat your natural stuff. Your natural. A lot of. I'll give you an example. And this is, I don't know if this is a coincidence or this is really really, it was effective. I had a coleslaw on the upper right of my mouth, way up on the roof, where the back of the teeth up in the gum. So I know it was a coleslaw. It was killing me, and most of my face was hurting, part of my cheek. And I'm thinking, I got cancer or something serious or something. But it was pretty big. I looked in there, probably the size of a baby fingernail. Your baby finger, your nail. It's probably about that size. It was white, and I was excruciating. It was just killing me. Okay, when I would rub on the outside of my cheek, it would hurt. So it was just killing me. So, man, I rinsed my mouth with peroxide and everything. I didn't go to the doctor or anything. But then I said, shit, I'm gonna go to the health food store. I was in there anyway, getting something for my son at the health food store, some kind of drink, because he likes it, and I seen a clove of garlic. So I grabbed the clove of fresh organic garlic from the health food store, took it home, and I took 2 cloves of it and just chewed it. And I says, I'm going to try this. Maybe this will have some kind of effect. I don't know. I chewed it thoroughly, laid it on that spot even up and tucked it up into, and I know that wasn't from my tooth because it was next to my gum. Way up, where it's in the roof of your mouth on the side of your tooth. So I laid it on there for a little, and then, I went about my business. In about 2 days it seemed like. It may even seem sooner. The friggin', that coleslaw or whatever it was disappeared. And it's never come back. I mean, it just was gone. I woke up one morning, I think about 2 days later, and it was friggin' gone. How's that for curing? So there is curative effects of, different vegetables and things like that. And the best thing that I could say is, stick with your vegetables. You look it up on the internet, what's good for your liver. And they'll say, like garlic or a lot of water, lemon juice and stuff like that. Look that up and try that, because especially somebody that's on a lot of medication really needs to get their vitamin balance back in. And I'll give you another example. A few years ago, my wife was having extreme indigestion, diarrhea, and things like that. And I had read years ago about lactobacillus, that acidophilus. It's what's in your intestines. It's like a good bacteria. So I says, hon, go out and get some good yogurt and start eating that. Son of a gun, she went out and got that yogurt, and she ate that stuff for a few days, about a week, and that indigestion, that gastrointestinal stuff disappeared. And to this day, she don't even have it anymore because she built up her intestinal flora. So there's things like that. But every time when I see these people, they got these pills, and they want to push these pills on you as the miracle fix. I always wonder. And they're everywhere. I mean, I listen to the radio every five minutes on the radio. When I listen, you hear this. Let's see what's on now. They're talking more about it.
Budget problems. The city closed 50 public.
Well, that's just the news. But when you listen to these, they're constant. But yeah, like I say, it gets unbelievable the amount of misinformation out there, and it's very difficult for somebody. And all I could say is, bottom line, you got to investigate it yourself. I will have to say on YouTube there is a lot of good information. A lot of good, very intelligent people out there have good information, and in particular, for how to stretch your hamstrings and work on your knees and stuff there's a lot. But a lot of these talk shows on the radio station, mostly on AM because that's where it's cheap, where they can advertise. I take it with a grain of salt. So everybody wants to sell you all these vitamins, and you take these, it's going to cure this, it's going to cure this. There's no substitute just for wholesome food. When I was young, I'll give you an example. I used to eat a lot of sardines, and I still do have sardines. And they said, a sardine is loaded with omega-3 fish oil and stuff. Yeah, they're actually good. You're eating a whole, and very little cholesterol. It's very good for you. And it's cheap, $1. Go to Walmart, 96 cents or 68 cents I've seen sardines for. You get one of those, you mix it with some peas, or another really great dish that I usually like is I get some tuna fish, and then most times tuna fish does have salt in it, so you want to rinse that tuna fish like in a screened, rinse out all the salt, and take that and get some frozen peas if you can, right? And you put that in the microwave with the tuna fish, and you microwave it for a minute and a half. You know, put a little, if you want to put ketchup on there or a little vinegar, and you just eat it like that. Very good, very nutritious. You know, it's a high protein mixture, very little fat, something like that. Eat. You know, there's a lot of different things you can get. Plenty. You know, but you just have to think right. All these fast foods and stuff, most of them are really, they're garbage. But you have to take it with a grain of salt. All these people selling all these medications and these supplements and all this shit, because most of it's just garbage, and you really have to research it on your own. And I would never take the word of somebody that sells a vitamin or a medication that says that's, you know, this is the all cure all fix, because chances are he just wants to sell it. So, you know, of course they're going to say it's the best thing since white sliced bread. So, you know, just with a grain of salt, take this in, guys, because, you know, everybody wants to live longer and stay healthy. So thanks a lot, guys. You have a great day, and God bless you.